welcome back to our Isekai.
Hi.
Hi, this is episode 52. I am your overpowered MC, Uchenna.
And I'm Faith, as always.
And this episode is,
Hot Takes News Round.
yes.
You just get our unfiltered opinions, actually.
The news has been quite exciting lately, I guess.
There'll be a string of filtering.
Yeah, so like we've got a few things to say. So I know last week, well, today technically is going to drop. So we kind of did like the news over the past however many few weeks, but we've decided to do that again this week, and then next week we'll focus on
an actual episode,
like an actual episode, film or a movie or something, and
a new segment.
A new segment,
story time. Well, I don't know what we're calling it yet.
Well, it's not new, is it? It's just replacing main quest, but not replace it. It is now the new main quest.
Oh, fair enough.
Isn't it? Yeah.
A different version.
Yes, a different version of main quest. So where we tell each other stories, basically, about what we've been watching. And yeah, we hope you guys enjoy it.
Yeah. So we both have Sydney Sweeney on our hot topics.
Ah, yes.
Mine,
the lady
is
of the moment,
frustration and just genuine disbelief that her publicity team is not doing a good job for her. In the news recently, don't know if you've seen it, but there was a article that was written, headline, Sydney Sweeney has gained 35 pounds of muscle in 2 months.
15 kilos for normal people.
Sorry, this was an American article I read.
About 15, 14.88 kilos.
In 2 months.
I think.
Which, so, did my Googles, and I follow quite a lot of bodybuilders on my TikToks, and they've also happened coincidentally to filter onto this article, and they were outraged as well, because some of them are on gear, so they're enhancing the performance. And they were like, as a professional trainer, on gear, could not gain 35 pounds of muscle in a year. How has this girl done it in 2 months? So they went in the article, read the article, sensible, you know, because you can't make a judgment before reading
it. Could have been clickbait, you know?
Yeah. And so they were like, oh, she outlined her workout routine. She does an hour of strength training, some cardio in the afternoon, and then another hour of strength training in the evening.
In the middle is boxing training for 3 hours. Which
is just cardio, but you know.
It's
fine.
boxing.
She does weights, boxing, and weights again.
Yes.
So then again, these people I follow, they're like, yeah. That's not happening. Even if I was to follow her program, in 2 months, I'm not putting on 35 pounds of muscle. So they were like, it's likely she has gained weight, but it's not likely all of it is pure muscle, because it's actually really impossible to put on 15 kilograms of muscle within 2 months, even for a bodybuilder who's on gear to do it within a year. So I was like, this is misinformation, because an average person who isn't into the bodybuilding community or isn't into fitness, I'm not a bodybuilder, but I just like to know how they, what their workout routines are, like just for inspiration, like, oh, is my forming correct? Because I've watched them for things like that. But for a person who isn't into like health and fitness, or who's just starting to get into the gym, they might look at that and be like, I could do that too. And then 1 in 2 months mark comes in, they get demotivated and be like, well, I tried, and it didn't work. It's just
I'm just saying that if you look at a picture of her and you think, oh yeah, that's muscle, I think you're delusional.
I don't know.
I'm just saying, if you look at a picture, well, I know muscle looks different. Anyway, you could clearly see that she'd gained, like she was bigger visibly.
Yeah.
15 kilos, it's possible, but I don't think it was all muscle. I think it's likely that whoever wrote that article maybe misunderstood what was being told to them or something along the line somewhere.
I hope so.
It's likely that whoever gave that information misunderstood. It's likely she gained that in weight.
Agreed.
And that's a combination of obviously water, muscle, fat, sort of that's everything there.
I agree, but they should do a follow-up article to correct themselves, just for my happiness. Not for them.
It's good to, call back your article and, post something that's correct if that is in case. And if they need to show us the DEXA scans or whatever it is that thing is called so that we can see the muscle that's there.
But then
is that too much though? Is that too much?
Actually,
because if you make such a claim, right, surely you've got to be able to back it up.
Exactly.
Otherwise, I
want to see the body fat and muscle ratio to actually say that what she has gained is proportionate to what.
I think, well, fair to that one, but my issue with Sydney Sweeney is more about, I think we talked about this last week, didn't we, where she went on that interview and she
was very blasé.
I think she was kind of being cheeky with it. Because I don't understand. So she did this rom-com, right, with Glenn Powell.
Completely tanked.
No, it didn't. It was quite successful.
No, the new one she has.
No, I'm talking about the rom-com.
Oh, okay.
That was quite successful, I think. And what I think my point is that story was very... It didn't give conservative. she wasn't like covered up or anything, right?
Yeah.
Even the values of the, well, I mean, maybe it gave rich people conservative, but it didn't give Trump. But I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Also, she has an ongoing thing. I don't know if it's in production or is going to be in production. She's been cast to act alongside David Johnson, and that is a black man. And the story is about the scandalous relationship between a white woman and a black man in America back in the day.
Oh, okay.
It's been directed or produced, I don't remember which one, by Coleman Domingo, who again is another black man. That doesn't scream MAGA to me, right? I mean, MAGAs, in my opinion, well, from what I know or what I assume, they're not exactly pro swirl. So I don't know. I genuinely don't know. Even this one that she did was this one that she's done, the boxing one.
Yeah.
The woman, I believe, is queer.
In the movie or in real life? Yes,
in real life, exactly. Yeah. It's not giving MAGA. So I don't, either someone's out to get her, like her ex-husband or ex-fiance, because I think he was in production or something like that. So maybe he's out to get her, and like he's spewing all these things about her, maybe. Because what? Like what? It doesn't, because she came from Euphoria.
What's that got to do with it, though?
Where she was dressing super skimpy, and the character that she was... Like, you'd think that someone who was conservative wouldn't do stuff like this, right? Or is it me being deluded?
I think it's partially deluded, because in MAGA, you still have people who are gay, closet gays.
True.
So, two things can be true at the same time.
Yes,
she could be...
Yes.
And she might have those values, but she might be like, yeah, but I want to dress how I want to dress, but still embody those values in some other capacity.
But then it doesn't make sense, because if these people get into power and they get what they want, she can't dress like that.
I don't know. Because it's the same as you can say with, like, as I said, the people who are part of the LGBTQ community. They don't identify as that, but
they're conservative. Yeah, fair.
Because what then?
Even that I can't wrap my head around either. Like, they're trying to take away your right to
even
exist.
Black Americans,
like,
also conservatives.
Wow.
They're there. So I think there's a juxtaposition of what they think the party values are and what they actually are.
Yeah.
Because I don't think everyone knows.
But now they can't hide behind, they don't know that they're racist. Because they are. They're clearly racist. And they're clearly bigots. And all the ists or isms, they have it over there.
True.
So do they think that they're exempt?
Yeah.
But now they're finding out that they're not, though. So what's going to happen? What are they promising them?
I think it's the same thing that... Like, when we talked about Obamacare versus health, whatever Trump's version is.
Oh, no, you mean the story I told you about the people who they interviewed on the street? So
yeah, because some of them did vote for Trump based on those things.
No, I think that's a different one. They asked them the difference between Obamacare and the Affordable Act Care.
But that's what I'm saying. There's a misunderstanding from their behalf of
what those things are, right?
Because when you looked at Trump's, he was like, "I'm going to do well for the workers. I'm going to do well for the people in this," and they might have felt marginalized at that point as well. It's like, oh, I'm also a worker. Oh, I'm also X, Y, Z. If Trump does this, maybe he's not as bad as what his other things are. Maybe that's just like, as he was saying, I'm not a bad person. The media's spinning my story around, and they believe that. Yes, they are delusional, but if that's what they believe, that's what they believe. It's not for me to decide.
His first term, he didn't
deliver.
Yeah.
But then he also blamed that, saying he was so busy deconstructing what Obama did that he didn't have time to do what he wanted to do. Mm-hmm. That's the story that he told, and that's the story the media told, because that's what he was saying. He said, I'm too busy deconstructing.
But now he's taken away their SNAP benefits and all sorts. It's going to, their HB1 visa is going to remain, or whatever that visa is called, and they're all upset because that means immigrants are still going to come in. And then he was like, well, you guys don't, America doesn't have the skill. You know, if you were for America, by America, for, what's that thing that they teach you in government? The government is for the people, by the people, for the people, something like that. Some dumb shit anyway. If he was for the America, for the everything America, then he would skill up Americans in however many years. You up apprenticeship, you up everything, but they're not doing that.
No.
To get the skill up of the people of your country, you then need to go to the places where people don't have the skill and upskill them. But they're not doing that. They're not for the people. I need the UK to listen to this. Farage is not for you. Farage is for this. His own pocket.
Damn right.
All right. That's all I've got to say. Speaking of people who advocate against their own rights, I think I told you about the woman. Obviously, the whole purple. I think we should definitely acknowledge the violence against women that's increased, and South Africans are doing the purple profile picture to acknowledge violence against women increasing and that being an issue. And there was a lady on TikTok who was like, she's not for it because she has firsthand experience of the things that women have done to men as well. But my concern here is, ma'am, read the room. I'm not saying that there aren't things that women have done to men, but it's not to the amount of what men have done.
The proportion doesn't match.
The proportion doesn't match.
Yeah.
No one is saying don't stand up for men. Yes, stand up for men, but right now we're talking about what men have, the atrocities that they have committed against women, and it's a lot, and it's very violent, and it keeps increasing, and something needs to be done. We can also address if the violence that women are committing against men, if that's rising, and we can address that in due time. But right now is not the time. It's not just in Africa that it's increasing. No. It's increasing everywhere in the world, and something needs to be done. And it's not just amongst men our age. It's mainly the young ones that they are getting into their heads, and they are causing, I don't know who they are, but they are causing damage. Actually, we know who they are. So that's actually another thing I wanted to talk about. I came across something on the internet, on the interweb, that allegedly, according to this particular investigation by Rebecca Davis via Daily Maverick, right? I'll try to find the link somewhere if I can, put it in the description. The US and Russia seem to be trying to strip women of their rights and to restore conservative values around the world, and that is scary. So they did an investigation, and they found that a lot of money is being routed from Russia and the US into all these small pockets where it seems like it's people of that country that are sponsoring it and that are
I saw that article, especially within like African communities.
Yes, and there was one in South Africa as well. Yeah. And they are really getting in there and just giving money to whoever's going to chat shit.
Which is very ironic because they I'm pretty sure they go to war in like Asian countries. I mean, like you're Asian countries. Like, oh no, they're trying to stop the women from going to school. They're trying to stop the women from wearing what they want with their headscarves and their hijab.
Yeah, like how did that become this? Like why? And I know, like Russia, I hear, but even that I don't. And here's the thing. I think, right, that they are trying to exploit a group of people. Yeah. And the easiest to exploit right now, men. First, they will come for the women. Then they will come for the color of your skin. And they will strip those rights away one by one like they did before. And they will justify it in whatever manner that they deem fit. If they have to fake what science says, they will fake it. If they have to use religion to make you think, they will do it. I am so convinced of this. And I don't understand how, like, I think I kept asking you this question, like, how did we get here? Why is it that we constantly think we need to exploit to be able to move forward as a society?
Well, I saw a quote the other day. I think I reposted it saying that if you like freedom for yourself and not for others, you like privilege.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
And I think that's what's happened. People feel like my privilege has been taken away. As a man, my privilege has been taken away. As a woman, my privilege has been taken away. So they're going down the list of everything. Like, first it's a white man, then it's a white woman, and then it's going to go down and trickle down. Like, okay, now white men are back in power. White women, you need to remember where you are. Remember place. And then it's going to be women as a whole. Remember your place. Then it's color of your skin. Remember your place.
Yeah. And I think I told you about this as well. That the article about, I think a researcher in Korea, I want to say, did a bit of a study or a survey amongst men, and it came to the fact that, or it came down to them feeling exactly what you said, that it's just that their privilege is being taken away, and that it was more from men who actually had privilege, who were more conservative because they felt like their privilege was being taken away. But it wasn't being taken away, it's just being shared.
My question is, because we had this conversation, so to be honest, we had a version of this conversation yesterday night because I was meant to be reviewing a show for our podcast next week, and I said I'm not watching it. It's secondhand traumatization because the topic was very heavy. It was based in South Africa, and this woman in the description was like, it's about a struggling mother who's trying to help out the child. And I was like, Uchenna, this essay in this, I cannot physically watch it because it's like second-hand trauma. She's like, cool. And that's how today we're like, let's just do a news round. Because I was meant to watch it, and I am still not going to watch it.
This was meant to be live, by the way. So let's reel it back. I guess I just wanted to highlight and make sure that the pod actually does address there's more of the serious things that's going on. So we can then move to the.
But my point was.
Yeah. Sorry.
What we had yesterday. If we reel back these privileges, still someone has to be at the bottom. Still someone has to work. And as we've acknowledged, in most societies, men don't earn enough to provide for their prospective partners and children. So what are we doing then?
And I need people to think about back in the day as well, because you lot say you want to go back into that. We were talking about this, weren't we?
Yeah.
You want to go back to when it was only the people who had money, it was only the people who had title, who had privilege, that had all these things. If you are marginalized, you don't. If you are common, you're also part of that lot. I'm just saying, these people are trying to exploit you. They really are. They're trying to make you. I was watching an anime last night. Remember when they were playing chess and the main character, the princess, the holy princess was like, the people in politics. They were ignoring the people because she deemed them that they were the ones who have power. And this is not anime. The people in real life realize that you have the power. The people, we can rise up against tyranny and people who choose to lie to us constantly, and we can hold them accountable if there is a lot of us and we're unified. This is not a split England or the UK. This is together for the UK.
Yeah.
The United Kingdom, we are united, and we will stand against tyranny. We are standing against people who want to exploit others for their own gain. We are standing against the isms.
All of them.
All of them. In whatever way they come. Is it the isms or the ists?
Both versions.
Yeah, them.
Both versions.
Against all of it. Because right now, white men, I feel like, especially the ones who are, who feel like society is not looking at them, right? And they feel like they're being forgotten. Let me remind you who forgot you. In the UK, I don't know about America, but in the UK, the Conservative Party failed you. I need you to remember, back in 2010, when we got the Conservative Party, Farage is part of them. What's the name of that one? David Cameron is part of them. Ed Bull, that went on that dancing show and everyone's forgetting. You can't forget. Those are the people who did you in. Those are the people who cut benefit. Those are the people who cut access to resources. Those are the people who refuse to retrain you, even till now. Maybe they're trying to get the word out there, but it's not reaching the people that it needs to reach. And that's because the population they've lost trust in the government, and the Labour Party is struggling to get that back.
Yeah. And
it's not easy. To be honest, there definitely were things that could have been done, and I don't know how they failed or why they failed, because from what I remember, like there were apprenticeships and things that were available at that time that people could have gone into, but I think it comes down to sometimes the mentality that some people have where they feel like they're stuck and they need assistance, but then how do you get out of that? It's not easy. And I honestly understand, but I'm going off on a tangent. Let me reel it right back to all that glitters is not gold. And I'm talking to the people who are being exploited and to the people who you're still being exploited, but you're taking money from whoever it is that you're taking money from. You're still being exploited. Your time will come eventually. And maybe you think now you'll chop the money and then you fly up somewhere that's safe. Nowhere's going to be safe. I honestly don't think anywhere else will be safe. End of. Moving on to something lighter. Or I guess since I feel guilty about obviously my privilege, I was actually thinking about it this week, about the things like my guilty pleasures, things that I don't like. Not that I don't like people know that I'm into, but there's a little bit of shame attached to it. So I discovered the other day, of course this has to do with men. What else? I discovered the other day that I actually have, I don't know if it's actually call it a complex, but a thing about watching male content creators. I don't like to say that I watch content creators. I think it got me, the men being embarrassing got me thinking about this.
Men being, the article.
The boyfriend being embarrassing. It kind of got me on that like train thought, right? Because I don't have boyfriends, so I'm like, do I find men embarrassing like in general, right?
Okay.
Or maybe anything that I've got proximity to men, do I find that embarrassing? And I asked myself, I was like, I don't even post shit on the internet. I was like, if I did have a boyfriend, would I post them on the internet? I don't think so. But I think that just comes down to, I just don't post shit. So I wouldn't post anything. So I was like, okay, that doesn't count.
Yeah.
So then I tried to think, is there anything else that maybe I find a little bit embarrassing? And I was like, oh, not embarrassing, but like, I do it like in the safety of my home. You know, I wouldn't like be loud that I, watch these content creators. And I guess now I'm putting myself on blast. And I've realized I don't feel that way about my female counterparts. I'm actually quite proud that I watch their content because they're very smart, they're very intelligent, they're very loud, they're very vocal about their point of views. And I'm like, yes. And then I realized that there are some men that I do, to a point, not as high as I put the women, but to a point, I'm like, yeah, your content's all right. Like Dan McClellan and Jeff Nippard and another professor on the internet, I forget. And now I'm going to add Zoran Mamdani to that list.
Oh.
Yes, and Mr. Mehdi. I forget his first name, but I think he's British and American.
Okay.
And yeah, Mehdi. I forget his first name, but I hope it will come to me. But those are, just to name a few, those are the ones that I don't feel too guilty about.
But this does come off the thing where we've been saying for a while, men should be on podcasts, because of some of the things they do say sometimes. It's outrageous.
Now I was going to say, there is a guilty pleasure of mine, podcast-wise. But that's because I recently discovered it. And Mark is on it. And Mark is a smart man. The Joe Budden podcast. I find myself listening.
Lots of people watch that, though, or listen to it.
But that's mainly because of him, Mark. No other reason other than Mark. Let me just be clarifying. And it's not like I trust him like that. He just sounds smart. So I'm like, let's hear what smart men have to say. Because I listen to a lot of smart women. And I was like, okay, let's get a balanced opinion or something before they say that we're being biased and like shit is skewed. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So I was like, yeah, let's venture over there and see what they're saying.
How's the venture?
It's very entertaining. Mark, he gets quite petty. I love it. I quite like it. I'm not gonna lie. He's quite petty, but I'm not gonna go as deep as Joe Rogan and them lot over there. That's not my cup of tea, and it would never be. Sometimes I get curious, but I remind myself that no, it's just no. I think the clips from Diary of a CEO is enough of a attack to my mental stability.
Do you think that got sold off? Because I think some of the things that they're now publishing isn't fact checked properly.
We're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that. Because anyway, part of the let me finish my little thingy, and then we'll get to that. The Sidemen, also another thing that I feel a little bit of uncomfortability about.
But they're so funny.
That I enjoy their content. I know.
They really are actually funny people, yeah.
But I think I'm prouder to watch Beta Squad than I am the Sidemen.
Why is
It's
that?
the black thing in it.
They're the same concept.
I know, but it's the proximity to
It's
blackness.
just a group of people doing fun things.
Like I said, it's just the proximity to blackness for me. I enjoy both their content, I'm not going to lie, but it just feels more... Like, I feel more shame. I don't know. Don't judge me! Don't judge me!
I want to understand, because I'm very confused, because as I said, they do the exact same thing.
But I'm not saying that I do the same thing. I'm not saying I don't enjoy their content. I just feel a little bit of guilt. Because, I don't know. I honestly don't know. Because, my YouTube, what is it? If it's not the Sidemen, it's the Beta Squad guys. If it's not the Beta Squad guys, it's the fashion... the cooking show. The lady who I said her voice is annoying, but I can't stop watching her content. It's who? Roxy, the one who does the dress, who, again, I said I don't like her voice, but I can't stop. And it's Jim Bros, right? Jeff Nippard, Will Tennyson, Jesse West. Is that his name? Jesse James West. That's about it, to be honest. Yeah. That's it. That's all I watch. A few are sprinkled in there, like James Smith, who I have beef with for other. That's a matter for another episode. And Stephen Bartlett, we have beef. Yeah. Research your shit properly. Especially Mr. Bartlett. What Sorry.
So this comes off of yesterday's TikTok YouTube we watched about creatine.
Yes, yes, James Smith. I watched your creatine video, and I'm like, here's the thing. When I watch his videos, I start optimistically, and then it ends with me being angry, and I do this to myself every time, and I don't know why.
It was a very informative video, man.
It was.
I enjoyed it.
Because guess what I did this morning? I took my creatine.
So did I. It's actually yours, actually. The tropical flavored one. I took it.
Was that mine?
Yeah. No, it's not mine, though, because you haven't had it in a while. So.
Oh, shit. That wasn't even the one that I had this one. But there you go.
There we go.
I took my creatine this morning. She took her creatine this morning. I plan to take my creatine every day for the next month so that I can see some gains in the gym. Muscles. But
and that's actually such a fantastic idea.
Exactly. Because I know you said you didn't make it for people who would just do, just chug it down their throat. But that's what I'm going to do. Because I'm not going to put it in water. That's just long in it. That's by the by. But this is just out of sheer laziness. Like you did say, however you get it in is how you get it in. So,
Yeah.
Now, at the end, yes, yeah. I looked at that research paper that you put on. I was like, okay. It's like, actually, that one, fine, I can accept. Ain't no problem. But then you put a diary of a CEO, that woman. Just the thingy. Yes, that woman, she is exaggerating. And it did not take me 2 seconds to Google, is this woman right about her statements? Google said it's... Okay, let me... Google, expressed the exaggeration of this woman's statement.
It was a whole study and everything.
Yes.
We read a paper.
Yeah, in terms of how... she over-exaggerated the effects of creatine with your focus and your mentally, and she said, and that you'll do better than people who were well-rested, and that is not true. That is inherently false.
Even if you took the amount of doses she
said, which was the 20 to 30 grams. Yeah. It's not if you macro dose or you dose higher, and it's not. It's high, but it's not as high as she said. So I need us to be correct with that. But then I feel like maybe I'm nitpicking. But then misinformation is misinformation, And I feel like we need to start calling each other out. Otherwise, the weirdos will do it. So, yeah.
Which brings us back to Sydney Sweeney's article. I needed to go back and rewrite that.
Exactly. so if you could just, I don't know, at the end,
just rewrite the article,
or something. Yeah, that would be great. Thank you. Because otherwise, the wrong people will start looking and, they'll start accusing us of doing stuff that we're the left. Well, I'm assuming you guys also are the left. So we need to check ourselves and make sure that we're right. But then chop that money in it. Because I'm going to buy your creatine still because it's actually a good idea.
Hey, especially as you're traveling, you don't want to carry your little creatine.
Yeah, just take a little one.
Yeah, I'll take 5 little sachets on me, my holiday.
Exactly. I don't have to repack it in a little thing because I'm going on holiday and I'm going to miss my freaking,
It's white, you have a little bag.
Exactly. And it doesn't take no space. Look at that. You could get a travel pack. But look, we're giving you ideas. That's what I like you. Please don't. Disinformation, people. Not disinformation, because I feel like he didn't do this intentionally. No, he did misinformation.
He read an article and he just went by without doing
it. And I think he got really excited to quote that because it's so, if it is true, it's such a...
It's like a good thing.
It's revolutionary, but unfortunately it's not.
But still sleep your recommended hours.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And he doesn't tell you not to sleep though. So, but
no, he doesn't. But the article said if you don't sleep, don't you worry. Take your 20 grams of creatine.
Well, the woman said if you sleep deprive someone for the 21 hours, blah blah blah. Exaggerated there, mum. A little bit of an exaggeration.
It's like saying someone from a night shift. Just don't rest. Take your creatine.
Diabolical. All right. Speaking of YouTubers and doing people saying wild stuff based off of research or doing wild stuff based off of research. You know that guy who's trying to live forever?
Yeah.
Brian Johnson. He's done mushrooms now.
Hallucinogenics.
Yeah. I don't know what he's done, but he's done it. And he streamed it, I think.
How's he feeling? Right?
Now, he's done this. And he said the whole thing that I guess everybody says, like he feels like a child again, or he felt like a child again, and like he reopened centers, blah, blah, blah. Source shit, whatever. So after, right, he thinks that because obviously he doesn't want to die, right? So then his whole conclusion out of the whole thing, he said he would like to do it like I think 1 more time or 2 more times. I think
so everyone should go
again
at the same time as him.
No, that he's gonna do mushrooms again a couple times or one more or something. But I think his takeaway from like the first thing was that people being accepting death as part of the cycle is a cop out. I said to myself, that must be interesting from your little high castle there where you can afford to do all this nonsense. But okay. he said that if we had more zeal to not accept death, that maybe we would make more progress towards living forever. But me, I'm of the opinion that humans shouldn't get to live forever. Look at what we're doing, and we're not living forever. Imagine if we live forever.
Hey.
Imagine if someone like okay, you know, we're still alive. How do you change the mind of someone like that?
You can't.
Ain't no way. Ain't no way.
So he got this all from the mushrooms.
Yeah.
So he got high this one time. It's like,
I really hope we never discover a way to make us live forever.
No. I think it's like we just need to accept our lifespan's our lifespan.
Yeah, absolutely. And just live and go. Do your thing. Diabolical, man. I mean, I guess, like, I get wanting to live in your old age and not be so incapable. So, like, you know, having healthier bones, if we can do research into that, that would be great. So I get that from that aspect. And then it's likely that if we chase wanting to live forever, we could find a cure for a lot of things or the symptoms of aging.
But they are slowly but surely looking at
getting it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, in that aspect, things are good.
General health, they're doing, they're getting better and looking.
But other than that, yeah, no. Like, to improve the quality of life for a lot of people, sure. But other than that, no. Well, also, at the same time, if we do that, we also need to do the other side. So the social side, we need to start putting facilities in place, because as it is, people are living longer. There ain't no facilities.
Yeah. And then in the UK side, the age of retirement keeps crawling up because people live older and we need more people to work. To be able to afford the people that are living longer. Just so you know, like, we're progressing, but our laws and our everything, that needs to keep up as well. We can come in, okay, we can come in. It's all a roundabout thing, I guess. But yeah, that's what Brian Johnson had to say for himself. After doing mushrooms. After doing mushrooms. Yeah. Hot topic of the week: churches in America are in the gutters. I say hot topic because
the church say what? The church said no.
Outraged. So for those of you who are on the social medias, I bet you all are because you follow us, you've seen us on social medias. A woman in America called a bunch of churches, and she also called some mosques as well.
I think she called a mosque.
Yeah, she called a mosque. So she called these churches, she had a baby in the background, was crying, and she called them saying, I just need baby formula, please could you help me with this one thing? And then she was getting shut down. And then
2 black churches and 1 mosque said, come.
Yeah.
Out of a lot. And I said, it's reflective of our society right now. There's so much mistrust. There's a lot of individuality. And unfortunately, that's where we are. And it's a shame.
Not only that.
And also, sorry, carry on.
So people in these churches, you need to leave. Because biblically, Jesus turned the tables of those churches. He did. He said, you're not my people. You're not helping out the poor. You're not helping out the people in need. You're not trying to save the people who are drunk by giving them water or giving them rehabilitation. You're here for the money, which is what they are. One church said, I can't remember the exact quotation. He was like, she's a witch. I was like, how is a woman pleading for baby formula a witch?
Even if it's false. As a Christian, you are meant to.
Try and help where you can. Even if you cannot meet her halfway and be like, I'll give you a baby formula. There could have been something else you could have done to help her.
I even said, you know what, maybe it's like a safety thing, right? Because even if you think it was a lie, surely there are other ways that you could get a baby formula to someone wherever they are.
Yeah.
Without you putting yourself in harm's way. Because as a charity, surely you would have things in place to be able to do these things, because that's why you don't pay taxes.
On Uber Eats, you can now gift people things.
Yes.
So they could have Ubered her the baby formula without putting themselves at risk.
Exactly. Or sent a messenger to do it, because they have that on Uber as well. So what gives? Because the churches don't pay taxes. Just to remind you again, that your pastor has a nice house and you don't. He doesn't have to think about what he's going to have for dinner, but you do. There was the one I saw where the pastor in the church, he was like, oh, raise of hands who would have given the baby formula. I think like 5 people out of the congregation raised their hand. And then he was like, he tried to recover and he was like, yeah, so we're not bad people type thing. And I'm like, look at your congregation. Barely anybody raised their hand.
Jesus is coming for you. That's all I'm gonna say. Jesus is coming for you fraudsters and you greedy people who are not for his people.
The people who don't follow the will of Christ. Is that the right? Is that the thing?
I think so, but yeah. So
shame.
I'm watching a new K-drama because we've done a lot of heavy stuff. I want to segue.
Yeah. Let's seg right away.
I am being in my K-drama bag. Honestly and truly, I've had so much joy.
Okay, what K-dramas have you watched?
So, I'm currently watching No Mercy.
Right.
Yeah. So I was going to review it for next week, but I'm going to review something else for next week. So No Mercy follows. So there's two mob groups in America, in Korea, two mafia, like they rule the Seoul region, right? So mob group A and mob group B, they used to be part of a massive mafia group, but they got like put down into like little groups, like they split halfway. The original boss, one of the top people, was excommunicated. He's like, you can't be part of us. Live as a dead person. He's like, cool. You have one conditions. You follow these rules. And my brother, who's still part of the organization A, untouched. Like, I don't want to hear him being harmed. Like, I don't want to hear get a call saying he is dead. Cool. So, episode 1, brother, 10v1, he wins. And I was like, this is why Top Man had to go away, because he's OP. He's OP.
Okay.
And then he gets killed. And then his brother gets a call. Your brother's been killed. And we're following him trying to be detective, finding out who has done this to his brother between the two mafia groups. And I just told you, brother, 10v1.
OP. Now, my man
here.
My man is on some Saitama shit.
Why? Oh, wait, Uchenna. I'm on episode 6, right? Last episode, his car got towed off the bridge.
Did he jump out?
No. Luckily for him, his window was open. So he didn't drown in the car. So the car was down there. Forensics are out here searching for him. So he's got pulled out. Went to the doctors.
All clear.
Man, he was like, so he got out. He went to one of the ex-mafia people who's known for like finding out things, like knowing what's happening within the know.
Right.
He was like, I need to know who put the hit on me for killing the person who killed my brother. It's like, I don't know that. It's like, well, you don't know, best get to know. Because you have 24 hours to like, tell me who put the hit on me after I took revenge for my brother. Because everyone in this family, these two families, knew the rules. My brother, he will work for you, but no one kills him. Like, if you want him to do his thing, he will do what... Because his brother was very smart.
Right.
He was... so in Mob Mafia Group A, he was meant to be the next leader.
Oh.
He was that smart. He was not only, like, physically strong, but he had a brains as well with it. Yeah. So he was meant to be the next leader. So he's that older brother. What a man.
So you've been having fun?
I've been having fun. It's called No Mercy, and surely but surely he's
showing no mercy.
Yeah. He calls the father of the mob family B. The son was the one who put the hit on his brother. So son was like, no, he's an old man. Why is the old mafia boss like gonna come after me? He's an old man. Fuck around and find out. Fuck around and find out. So he was in a little penthouse, right? He had all the mobsters of his father's group, security, old man, 1v1, I don't know how many they are, one by one.
He just chomps through
them.
Yeah.
He had one man next to him. He's like, I'll protect you, but you have to up my fee. He was like, what do you mean? He's like, you see what I see, right? Like, yeah. I'm gonna let him have you, up my fee. So it's like, fine, just kill him. And he was like, okay. So there was a point where he thought this hired man was going to win. And
but
now
plot armor doesn't work that way.
He stabbed that man in the eye.
Oh, wow.
And then he couldn't see. What then?
Of course. I mean...
And then, so that hired man dies. Rich little boy runs back to the backstage, has a shotgun, misses his shot. He's like, you have one more try. If you miss this time, you win. Yeah. He dies, obviously. And then old man calls up mafia boss A and B. I'm just calling to let you know it's done. And he was like, what do you mean it's done? Where's my son? It's like, I followed the rules. It's done. Walks away.
I mean, how else are you meant to do it? Fair play.
It's enjoyable. I've got 2 episodes left.
It reminds me of a film that I'm sure I've watched.
Kill Bill?
Is it Kill? No, Kill Bill is a woman.
Similar
it is similar. Yeah, it is a similar concept, but I'm pretty sure it's another... Maybe Tarantino? Maybe Sin City? I don't remember. One of them ones. Them campy ones. Speaking of films or things on television that... I guess yours is great.
What are you watching?
So. Disney Plus, or is it Hulu? They've been advertising this thing that Kim Kardashian is in.
Well, the new Kardashians.
No, All Is Fair.
Is that what they're calling
The
it?
show that Kim is in. The series that she's in.
Is it good?
I'm getting to it.
Sorry.
So, I see the trailer. I'm like, oh, this looks campy. It looks a little fun. Like, the fashion is lovely. Tiana Taylor, yes. Hot Men, yes. Glenn Close, oh my God. Sarah Pullman, her. OMG. Who else is there? Naomi Watts, I think, or no. Anyway, star-studded, great actresses. I'm like, yeah, show me the money.
KKK?
I mean, Kim is there, but you just hope that the other actresses would, you know.
Carry it.
Yeah. So, I sit down on Monday, or was it Tuesday that I came up? Anyway, I sit down. I'm excited. I sit. I've got my hot tea. I put the telly on. I watch. I see Glenn Close. I'm like, oh, this is going to be exciting. She's the mentor. I'm like, oh, okay. Of Kim and the other white lady. I forget her name. The British one or the New Zealand one or the Aussie one. Her. They're on there. They're both like lawyers. And like Glenn Close character is their mentor. Yeah, and she's...
failed the law exam again.
We'll get to that. She's like the token woman in like a male-dominated thing, and like they're trying to break out. So they had this little... I don't want to call it a montage, but it's kind of a montage where they go through this in like 10 minutes. Actually, less than that. They go through them deciding that they want to leave the company, to Glenn somehow knowing that they'd intended to leave the company and giving them the go-ahead and saying, oh, I see you rolling your eyes. And they then go back to the acting. And then you see Kim, when the men are talking and laughing in the little meeting, when they're talking about sexist shit, Kim is visibly, God, horribly rolling her eyes and like bickering with her little... I just wanted to peel a layer from my eyes.
So do you think she was given a role, or did she audition for the
to
role?
smack my ears so loud that I wouldn't hear for days. Because I thought, oh, it was going to be campy, it was going to be fun, it was going to be exciting, right? And you know, if I close my eyes and I think if I accept it for what it is, that is terrible, I think I'll enjoy it. But because I went into it,
with high expectations.
expecting something else, and I was disappointed. I expected. Okay, so they'll do something that's meant to be funny. That done normally, you'd laugh. Like if you'd done it in like a show like Suits, you get a little giggle. It's on the nose, yes, but like it's still you can suspend the shitty acting for a minute and acknowledge that it's a joke.
Yeah.
But this just nothing landed. Everything was just overtly done, but not well. It was terrible. Faith, it was terrible.
Did you see the reviews before you went into this? Or did you just go with open heart?
I just see no reviews. I think, because I tend to stay away from these things, right? So that I can watch independently of other people's opinions or anything. But it was terrible. I'd watch it. I'm going to keep watching it because the story, pardon me, the story, I mean, I can probably tell the end, or it's probably going to end in a cliffhanger. But the point is, it's still something that I'm quite curious about, like how are we going to get to the end? Because right now, Kim's little toy boy of a husband, apparently she likes the the rest of the little, like the losers or something like that. Wow. Oh my God. And it's that moment where they were acknowledged, makes me... I think you need to watch it and experience this. It's not bad, right? But it's bad.
So I've not been sold, you know?
Like, okay, here's the thing. If we watch it drunk,
okay,
we'll enjoy it.
We have wine.
We have multiple wines that we have not finished.
We have a collection.
That we probably need to throw away, to be honest, because it's been in the fridge for months.
The fridge ones can go.
Yeah, I think
the ones in the shelf are fine.
Yeah, oh yeah. No, those are the ones in the fridge have to go. But I think if you watch it for what it is, then I think it will be good.
I'll give it a try tonight. if I have the capacity to.
Yeah, because
try.
my God. I've not even fully seen Tiana Taylor in this properly, and I'm disappointed. Like, I'm not the visuals, stunning.
Well, from the trailers I've seen, it looks good.
Exactly.
But it's a trailer. They're meant to sell you the fantasy.
Yeah, no, but it actually looks good. Like, they filmed it beautifully, I think. Quite, like, it's a lot to take in because they be moving shit a lot, and it gave me a bit of a headache, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, all the moving, the shh and the shh, I don't know how to explain it. I think if I'm feeling like I'm feeling it when I'm editing this, I'm going to put all the little shh and the shit that they keep doing, because they keep moving with the camera sliding and moving on to the next scene, and I'm like, oh, you're doing too much. But yeah, like, I thought it was gonna be like a little bit suave, like, you know, women's, like, yeah, I thought they were gonna bring some suaveness, a little bit of camp, like witty banter. I'll keep watching though, because I'm curious. But that's all. That's all, man. Oh my God. Speaking of things that are jarring, blind items. We were talking about this the other day. Was it yesterday?
It was yesterday, because I was annoyed by the blind items that I viewed yesterday about Leonardo DiCaprio and his mishaps in the bedrooms. I was like, it's not my business.
Like, if you're gonna tell me spicy stories about celebrities, I need you to come with receipts. That's all I'm gonna say. Yeah. Otherwise, I don't care. Okay, like the one that you saw. Okay, and then there's been rumors. I think I saw one the other day that was like, that kind of made a suggestion to him being gay. And I was like, okay, it's shit that he's in the closet and feels blah, blah, blah. Okay, fine, that's sad.
But even if it is, it's not your business to tell. It's not your business to tell until he says it himself, like, and I ain't hearing it.
The only issue I have with the man is the whole dating thing, and that's it. And I will constantly side-eye him for that, because I've seen it. I don't know what he's doing with them, but it's still side-eye even if they're just friends. Because why? You don't have friends your own mates. And you don't have women friends your age that you want to gallivant with on the internet for us to see. I mean, gallivant with them too. Older women like to have fun too. No? Older women would like to shake their ass on the yachts too.
They do.
So put them on your goddamn yachts. Thank you very much. I'd like to see that too.
Otherwise,
we're not ageist over here.
We want the invisible wall of celebrities.
Yeah. Otherwise, I don't care.
We want it back up.
Yeah. Put it back up. Who was it that was complaining to you about a celebrity that we saw a lot too much of? When you were telling me about this, I had a specific celebrity in mind who I was like, wrap it up. I don't want to know nothing about. I think it was Sydney Sweeney. I don't want to know nothing about you lot anymore.
Unless you start as a reality TV show like Kim did.
Yeah. Unless you're a reality TV person, I don't want to know. Like,
or you're on a game show, because
wrap it up.
We want the invisible wall back up. I don't want to know your.
You're an actor.
Sell that to me.
Act. I mean, I understand needing to know your politics. That one is different. But I mean, like, who you are dating, all this performative nonsense.
I think that's also the issue that they're having, because what we've seen recently is
for them to promote shows they're doing relationship.
Not even that. I think it's like there's a juxtaposition. When they're in a relationship, they tell us about it.
No. We want privacy. We want you to respect our privacy.
Fuck off. Didn't you just tell me last week that you were doing X, Y, Z with? Well, I don't know. You can't pick and choose.
Don't tempt me with something I can't have full access to.
Exactly.
Don't do that.
It's either you're all out or you're all in. But otherwise, keep that wall up. I don't want to know.
Here's the thing. You know Zendaya, yeah? All I know is she's dating Tom Holland. That is it. I don't care to know anything else. And she don't care to tell us anything else. We see them, they're cute. Engagements ring cute. Everything cute. If it end. Mm-hmm.
Just like Beyonce.
Exactly.
What you need to know, she tells us. Outside of that, ain't our business.
It's not my business.
She's like, guys, I'm doing a campaign with Cartier. Well, thank you, Beyonce, for telling us you're doing a campaign with Cartier.
She wants to air out her husband. She air out her husband.
And then that was it.
And that's it.
We didn't hear no more from them. Apart from the album, there was no news, there was no article, there was no blind item.
But musicians get leeway because their life tends to be their art. So it's different. Everybody has different size. For musicians, it's different. If you're an actor and you're actoring your life story, again, it's different. It's art. But if you're an actor and you are telling us too much, I don't want to know. Because you people are causing me heart palpitations.
We need to put an end to blind items.
I also don't want to see your fucking podcasts. I think that's what they have. Podcast celebrity. They have podcasts.
I don't know what it's all about.
I understand. I don't want to take your bag. I don't. I really don't. And like, they do actually have fun stuff to say. The guy from his podcast is quite interesting. Okay, maybe I do judge quite a bit. But for example, it's like Justin Bieber doing this whole streaming stuff. I think that's the root of my discontent. Yes, he's going to be streaming his entire tour that he's going on.
Oh, I thought it was like streaming, like game streaming.
I don't know. I think that's part of it. I think he's doing some skating stuff and all of that. But then at the same time, don't you have a child, big man? You have a baby in it. Who's looking after the baby when you've gone off to do your thing? That's the first question. Question number 2. How much of the streaming are we going to see? Because if you've opened this kind of worms, anyway. I swear this is the man who, growth, that people are allowed to change their mind as well. So I think this whole rant is just me ranting, to be honest, because I think we've not had this much access to celebrities as much as we have in this time and age, and maybe I'm not used to it. So I'm just like, oh my God, this is too much.
It is too much.
Like, go back into the closet.
It's not with influencers and celebrities are like, why are they getting attention?
Yeah, but it's like, because also like the money there as well, because if they get sponsorships and all that, because they have more of a presence.
I hear it being personable is good for the brand, but come on. If you were not influencers, they have to be personable to be able to sell their things. They have to. But there is a limit to it, because Jackie Aina, personable to a limit.
What do you mean?
Like, we started off with her doing makeup, with her doing fashion, similar with Patricia Bright. But there's a limit. Patricia Bright's actually witnessed how far she was putting so much of her life out there.
Right.
And then she started rolling it back.
Right.
And then her fans were like, Ma'am, what's happening? We were enjoying this. You can't take it from us. But Jackie Aina never got to that point. She gave us bits and blobs here and there, but it wasn't to the point where it was like, I know Jackie's life. Right. I know Jackie is into fitness. I know Jackie is into food. She likes traveling. But outside of that, I don't know shit about her.
She don't even be telling us what she's doing either.
Unless sometimes she would show us a little her in her doing a little Pilates and yoga.
Yeah, in the studios, and that's it. And I think, and actually, she said she's never gonna drop like a fitness whatever type stuff, because she's like
ain't my business.
Yeah.
So everything's personalised for me, and I ain't sharing that with no one. I was like, thank you for letting me know that.
And she's drawn her lines, and she's drawn her boundaries, and that's fair. I don't know. I just think, I guess I don't have a parasocial relationship with these people, so I'm just like, why do I have to, like, I don't get it. But at the same time, these days anyway, you need some type of clout behind you. So you need a fan base. You need to have a specific amount of followers to make sure that, your film's not going to fail, because, people are risk adverse, including investors these days. So like, I hear it. I don't know. Good luck to the actors out there.
Indeed.
It's a crazy time. It's a crazy time. On a lighter note, so I was watching something on TikTok. It was a Nigerian show, and there was a winner. So it led me to this particular point of view. I think that the United Kingdom needs deliverance from Sweet Caroline. Bum, bum, bum.
That's a national anthem,
Yeah, we need deliverance from that song when we're celebrating something. So in that capacity, I believe that Nigerian DJs and party event MCs, when someone wins something, we need to deliver my people from stand up for the champion is for the I don't know who sang that song.
It's iconic though.
You know it?
I've seen it on a TikTok sometimes, but it's iconic. I do not know the song. I just hear it passing by.
This song has haunted me since my secondary school days.
Oh, okay. See, I was not there for that time.
So we need to move on. There's other songs that celebrate winning, other than that one particular song. Let's wrap it up. Wrap it up for this instance. Thank you very much. That's it. Anything else from you?
No, I think that's everything.
A jarring blind item. Oh, just one last thing.
What's that?
In the world of bodies, women's bodies, Olandria and Nara Smith
Oh,
caused quite the stir on the internet.
Nara Smith's
Last
pregnancy in her
Her post-baby body. And Olandria using she put a sunglass and she put it on her waist and it fit.
I hate that trend.
And so people were trying to do that.
I hate the trend so much.
I think it's funny that you see that tiny human being noting that there are different types of body types, knowing that full well in your head you do not have that body type, because people who have that body type have waists that tiny.
But it's genetics, though.
Exactly, it's genetics. And you know that that's not your genetics. And so why... I swear she's like shorter than 5'4"
Is she now?
as well. I think she's quite small.
Wow.
So I don't understand why people are doing this. She is a small woman. I did not get the inkling to put sunglasses to my waist. If I was going to do it, I'd do it from the side. Because I know what I'm working with. And it will be like a tongue-in-cheek kind of joke, right? Like for me to do the trend, not to actually fit the fucking sunglasses like here. It's obviously not going to fit. But I think my issue is these things were discussed on the internet that I saw. Kind of the critique of it, I should say, was done without, again, nuance. I find it very, because they got a lot of slack for what they did, because they have young fans who look up to them. But I believe that I'm being a realist right now, because I promise you there are worse things on the internet than Olandria and Nara Smith doing what they did.
Nara Smith I don't know how she did it, but she naturally has a slim body. She's a model professionally.
And I think we, as a society, as a community of women, we should then post a video. OMG, I love this for Nara, that she's able to snap back, but just know to reiterate, to re-educate us women that this is genetics, okay? Not everyone is going to be like this, and you need to be proud of the body that you have. Just as Nara is proud of the body that she has, and proud of the privilege that she has to be able to do this, to be able to afford whatever it is that she was able to afford, to have this genetics, all of it, the way she's proud of that, you need to be proud of your body as well. That is what I want. For Olandria to be able to proudly make this joke, or like this slay, or whatever it is, that's the statement that she's trying to make, and to live in that, because it's her body. She can't, it's their body, you know? So the way these people can do this, the way I want plus size women to be able to do this as well, in the same capacity, I believe that Nara and Olandria should be able to do what they did, because I feel like everybody should be celebrated. And right now, I understand that we're trying to stay away from the skinny of it all, but we need to be aware that there are people who are genetically this way. However, they manage to get that way, that they are, that whatever that they're doing over there, right? Fine for you, as long as you're healthy. But for you who don't have that body type, don't have that genetics, it is not for you. It's not you. I think we could make a joke, right? Because you know, like that thing where there'll be a woman who comes on or somebody who comes on the internet and they're like, oh, just a reminder, when your ex texts you, it's okay, do it for the plot. And then someone else comes in and they're like, if you're a so-and-so and so-and-so, if you're like a Libra or something, just remember this message is not for you. You know, that type of thing? I feel like we can embrace that and just do that instead of piling on and causing, I don't know, just...
Yeah.
Yeah.
And in all honesty, I don't think Nara Smith did anything wrong. I think it was the content of men that I had an issue with.
Oh, yeah.
Because Nara was just showing us, like, guys, this is my baby.
Yeah.
And that was it. That was her post.
Well, no,
and then,
it wasn't her, but she was showing her
she was showing her stomach, yes. But she was proud. That was, as you said, she was proud of it.
And it's a genetics.
So.
And some people, there are people like that. They're just lucky. But they are not in the majority.
Yeah. But my point, my frustration wasn't Nara Smith, because I've seen plenty of women who have done as Nara's done, managed to bounce back. Mm-hmm. But it was my commentary from the men I hated so much.
Yes.
Being like, see, if Nara can do it, fuck off.
Yeah.
Me and Nara do not have the same body. We do not have the same composition. We don't have the same diet. We don't have the same height. She's like...
And money and access to specific things that, you know,
she might have
a lot of women don't.
I don't know.
And also, and genetics as well, like you said. And also, her husband is super healthy. It did not cause her preeclampsia.
Look, it does work out quite a lot.
So therefore, I'm looking at the men, because science says you don't cause morning sickness and preeclampsia.
You want that one.
Allegedly. According to what I read online. You go Google it yourself.
You did, didn't you?
I don't know.
So yesterday night, I told her, like, the worst morning
You
sickness.
can't just be taking the word of some random, you know?
By men. I was like, no, it's not. I was like,
I said I didn't read that, and then I went to make sure that was indeed somewhat
some
right.
women do not have a morning morning sickness. Some women do, but the people who experience it at the worst capacity are because their respective partners are healthy at the point of conception.
So yeah, you too, man. I also think that this whole thing was made worse by, there was this guy called Buddy by Jax or something. He made a video pretty much saying what you said that men were saying. There was a woman who, I guess she snapped back, you know, quite well. And he was kind of saying, well, look at this woman, she can do it. And then women quite literally inappropriately piled on him, like, shut up. You haven't had a baby.
Yeah.
Not everybody can afford you to be their personal trainer or can't afford to have a personal trainer, even afford to have the time to go to the gym.
Yeah.
Some people don't even have a supportive partner who would look after their baby while they go to the gym. So where are they going to get the time? So like, so we can't even afford the membership in the first place. So where are they going to get the time? Where are they going to get the resources from? So shut your mouth. Now, do some women overindulge when they are pregnant? Yeah, sure. But they are carrying a bloody living parasite in their body. It's another human being in their body. I mean, they're well within their right. That's just my opinion. Excuse me. I say that they are well within their rights to indulge. And also, a lot of people have postpartum and it's the depression, and it's hard to come out of that.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot more that goes into people's hormones. The changes, your brain even changes. Like, I've heard a lot of women say, it's actually a phenomenon. It's God damn it, I forget what it's called. It starts with an M, but it's literally a phenomenon that you have when you have a baby. Like, it's like a specific type of growth type thing. It's on the tip of my tongue. It starts with an M, that you go through physically, mentally, like an actual chemical change that you go through as a human being, as a woman, as a person with a uterus, had a child. You go through that. So it's not easy. I also found out something about men, and it just pissed me off. You know that they go through their daily cycles.
24 hours, yeah?
Yeah. That pissed me off even more. Like, I feel like, because obviously I'm like trying to find out more, because ain't no man in my vicinity. So I'm very curious about what's going on over there lately. So I was like, oh, okay, you know, they don't have no cycles. There ain't nothing wrong with you lot. You just have testosterone in the morning. It goes up and it skyrockets and then dips right at night. That's it. I mean, other hormonal stuff you guys also deal with. I'm just being an asshole right this minute, but that's your cycle. You don't have nothing that messes. Well, I guess the testosterone just does kind of mess up with your mood, and if you're not healthy, there are stuff over there that happens. But my point is, you don't have periods. So if you don't have periods, we go, femme, shut up your mouth. And that's the end of the What Entertainment Tales. I hope we've been able to entertain and not detain you. Or detain your attention.
Book talk.
Was that how book talk?
Oh, I haven't got a book talk this week. Do you have a book talk?
No, you said book talk just now.
Yeah, because I was like, hope to detain you. So I was like, oh, book talk, because they always get like captured and held.
Oh. How's your book going? Lights out.
I'm on chapter 4 now.
Still, you were on chapter 4 last week.
I have not progressed.
Wow. Are we disappointed or what?
I've been watching K-dramas.
Well, you need to get on your book talk thing. But no, I don't have a book of the week this week.
I shall be back next week with an update. Hopefully
I'm still okay. Progress. So I'm currently listening to Dirty Broken Savages. I think it's 4 books. It's a reverse harem.
Nice.
And I'm on book 2 at the minute. So
love the reverse harem.
When I finish that one, I guess I'll talk about it.
Okay.
But until then,
bye.
No, we've got which kind by? We've got thingy to go.
What have we got left?
This and the Versus and Red Light Green Light, madam.
No.
Now moving on to Versus. How long has it been?
An hour and a half.
Really?
It's not like 10.
No, this part doesn't take that long.
Okay.
Yeah. The max typically takes like 15 minutes.
Really?
Yeah, the end is so quick. Okay. So versus. So we will be pitting international films against each other. First film is 365 Days versus 50 Shades.
That's pick a favourite.
We just said we were going to pit them against each other. We didn't really say what we were going to do.
Okay. I enjoyed 365 Days more than 50 Shades.
Because it was so dramatic, so stupid.
It was so dramatic.
Yeah, I feel like, okay, so in terms of like drama and sensual wise, yeah, 365 Days, but the acting on both of them, to be honest,
the acting was not great, but look at the story points.
But yeah, just from what it is or what it should have been, I think 365 Days delivered.
It did.
Yeah, it delivered on the SMUT of it all.
Yeah.
Right, so pitting High Society versus Penthouse.
Penthouse, only because it's more recent in my memory, because I watched it more close recently. But I did enjoy High Society as a storyline itself.
Yeah. But Penthouse, I feel like, has more drama, but then it's a series, so of course. Pride and Prejudice, the film, versus Pride and Prejudice, the series.
The film, because I never finished the series.
Wow. I love the film. I really do.
So would you recommend the series then?
I will. Yes, absolutely. Okay. Absolutely. You have to watch the series. You have to.
Okay.
Like, it's parts of the enjoyment when it comes to Pride and Prejudice. And if you haven't read the book as well, you definitely should, because there's a lot of context that's missing.
Okay.
Yeah. It just makes it worth it. Are you gonna watch the new Wuthering Heights?
When is it, a series or a film?
It's a film.
Yeah, I love Wuthering Heights. I actually read the books as well.
Yeah, with
read the book.
What's his name? Margot Robbie, and Jacob Elordi.
What, out this year or out early next year?
I don't know when it's coming out, but it's coming out soon at some point.
I'm gonna watch it. Yeah.
All right. Also, the name of the film is not Hero; it's Healer.
Ah, yes, it is Healer.
So, Killing Eve versus Healer. It's Healer for me.
I agree.
Yeah. And then finally, Criminal UK or Criminal Germany.
Criminal Germany, only because I was enlightened.
Yeah.
Because I do not know the German political system or the criminal system. But to see how they did things in comparison to the UK one, because the UK one was like, cool. I understand this is how we do it. It's like, I've watched enough crime dramas.
Do you think that like the story, like story-wise, which one was tenser? Which one got you more hooked?
I would say the UK one.
Okay.
Well, the UK one got me more hooked on the storyline. I think just because proximity to what the crime dramas I've watched.
Mm.
But with the German one, I had to focus a bit more because I don't really watch German
films,
so I had to concentrate on the base of like putting the words to what I was reading. For, like,
yeah.
Because the first few times you listen to a new language, it sometimes throws you off.
Fair play.
And then sometimes like I feel like I don't know if it was like the third story or the second story about him being like they confused him for a different man, and it was like
right, yeah.
I was like, no, he's not dead. I am him, and I was like,
right, okay.
Come on.
No, okay, fair. I do actually prefer the UK one though.
Yeah, I don't.
There's just something that the UK does right when they're telling stories that I thoroughly enjoy. It's the little nuances as well with like the characters that the story is not about, but we're getting their story too because there's other stuff going on in the background. It's thoroughly enjoyable.
I mean, the same how was happening in the German one, but with the pregnant lady and that man that was following him.
It's not as fun. it's not. You know what I mean. The UK one just has more. Ooh, you don't say. It's like, ooh. Like, I know there's something serious going on here, but then, like, they're entertaining me with something else that's not as serious, right? That's just this light. And, yeah.
Which of the stories did you enjoy listening to the most? I mean, they're all dark stories, but which one would you like more, I say not entertained, but, like, invested in?
I don't fully remember season 1.
Okay, because that's the one I watched.
Yes, but the one that that left me... That still stays with me to today is the Jon Snow one.
I haven't got that far yet.
Yeah, the one with what's his name, the actor. Like I think when I was talking to you about it, I was like the Jon Snow guy. And
I think it was the first one because that one got me like hooked about the story with the dad, and
yeah, that was a tough one. Yeah, with David Tennant. I love David Tennant. Kit Harington, that's his name. Look at him, little cutie.
He is.
Yeah, David Tennant. Yeah, that there. Also, so David Tennant, that man. You know, he was a doctor. He was in Broadchurch. He was in some series where he was like this cheating husband type thing, and then there was obviously like a dead person as well. Oh, very suspense. And then now he's in Rivals. I'm enjoying, like, when you say someone has range, David Tennant has range, because he was also the villain in Jessica Jones. I'm in range. And like everything he's in, I am there with him, you know? Like, I'm not with the Doctor. I'm there with whatever character he's playing.
Yeah.
It's just, just fantastic actor. I'm sorry. David Tennant. Just, like with Matt Smith, I can't get the Doctor out. Like, he tries, he really does. But I always see the Doctor. But that's because his Doctor has a special place in my heart. David Tennant's does too-ish. But Matt Smith's Doctor is the Doctor for me. But yeah, anyway, moving on to Red Light, Green Light. And, oh, right. So this was in honor of International Men's Day. What was it? It's in honor of Men's International Day, which is on the 19th of November, and it's next week or something like that. This was before they did, anyway. In honor of that, we decided to go with the men in Oceans.
8.
Oceans.
Oh, is it
8 is the women.
Oh.
Oceans. Did you know that there was an original Oceans before this new Oceans? This new Oceans is a remake of the original Oceans that was done like in the black and white time. I don't care.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Haven't watched it.
Neither have I.
I don't plan to either, but cool.
Actually, I do plan to watch it. Because, yeah.
Want to see the original?
I do want to see the original, yeah. But okay, we'll start with the core people. Danny Ocean, the main man, the character.
I need to see their faces.
That's George Clooney, the main guy.
Green Light.
Yeah, Green Light. I mean, he's a thief, but he's a charming one. Very charismatic, you know, very smart, very suave.
Indeed.
And his whole thing with Tess, you know. But yeah, green. I agree. Moving on to Rusty, Brad Pitt's character, the right-hand man, logistics and planning. I like him. He's a gambler, and he swindles rich celebrities. Love it.
What's who Rihanna was meant to be? Like, he was the parallel of what Rihanna's version of Ocean 8 is like. He's a computer person.
No. Rusty don't know shit about
Who's
computer.
the one I'm thinking of?
You're thinking about Don Cheadle.
Oh. I like that character.
The black guy.
Yeah.
Don Cheadle. Love Don Cheadle. Yeah. Love Don Cheadle. Like, actual Don Cheadle, the actual actor. Yeah. Linus Caldwell. That's Matt Damon's character. The pickpocket. The one who's the legendary son of Bobby Caldwell against his dad. Amber, hi. I love when he done the nose thing and like the little cougar. I don't think and then the second one, that was so bizarre.
I think I enjoyed the other characters more than I enjoyed him.
Yeah. He was quite high. He was quite high strung, but that's because he was young, wasn't he? Okay, we'll give him a number. Like, he's not so bad. He's not bad.
I don't think any of the characters in
are
Amber
red,
red.
But if we're gonna put them in like
an order, I enjoyed all the characters. Yeah. But I think I found them just a tad annoying.
Yeah. No, I hear that. Yeah, I hear that. Ruben.
Green.
He talks a lot as well.
If that's his only fault, then that's his only fault.
yeah, green. Virgil. That's Casey Affleck.
Don't remember him.
Mechanic? Driver?
Okay.
One of the twins. You know, there were two twins. There was one of the twins. They were very bickery. Remember the whole thing when they went
as an Amber because they're very forgetful right now.
What do you mean? When they went to was it Mexico? When they were doing the little dye thing and they caused chaos. They caused them to unionize. What do you mean? Yeah.
I blanked that scene. I cannot recall that happening.
Oh my god, they drive really manically. Like, you remember when they were doing the class call of people? They were the ones in the big truck that they were driving the trucks.
Yeah.
That's them, the twins.
I know the scene, but I'm still going to
like black. Oh wow, green. Love them down. To be honest, I have watched this quite a lot.
Have you really?
Yes. It's not to the amount of like I watch it every year, but I thoroughly enjoy Oceans. Yeah. Turk Malloy, obviously the brother, the other twin. I like both of them as well. Bashar, that's Don Cheadle. Green. Yeah. But his fake ass British accent, that was so shit. But I loved it nonetheless. It was fantastic. They could have, you know what's funny? I could have sworn, he would have been too small for that. Idris. I don't think it just could have like pulled it off. I don't think.
I don't know.
But well casted. I like Dunchino. Like he did his thing. Livingston, he's the techie guy, the sweaty.
Green.
Yeah, he's very nervous. Oh my god.
It's just a nerd. He's just a nerd.
Frank Cotton, that's Bernie Mac. R.I.P.
Green.
Yeah.
What, you want to put a green amber?
The character. Green. Saul, the old man, the old man.
Green.
Yeah. Yeah, green. Yeah. Oh my god. Do you remember when he went to the hotel where he was the critique or something like that? He had this little dog. So such fun. And Yen. The acrobatic Chinese guy.
Oh.
Green. It was when it was when they found out that my guy was packing. That was diabolical.
Fair enough.
Like the ladies loved him.
Do you think they should continue doing remakes?
We already had this conversation. No.
Really?
No. They can start again.
Like continue on the series sort of thing?
No. Like retell the story in an entirely different way, different cast. Maybe do like a legacy thing, maybe, because I guess you can, because technically this one was a kind of a remake as well. But it'd have to be new and fresh, very this time. But it will be hard to do a heist movie now. You got to make it kind of like Money Heist if you're going to do that now. Like, you can't make it like a Fast and Furious type.
Well, even Fast and Furious isn't doing Fast and Furious.
Right, you can't make it like the one that what's his name was in, wasn't it? Kevin Hart. You can't do that. I don't. Or you can't do like a Red Notice either. It's got to be something more classy. I don't know how to say this without sounding quite snobby, but like it's got to be suave. It has to be. You know what I mean? Like, but then you've also got to bring it into this time and age with like techie stuff. Right, where was I? I was saying if they were going to make a remake, it's got to be like very suave, but then you need to bring it into like the 21st century, like 2005, 2025. That would be difficult. I don't know what a heist movie would look like in 2024, because it's got to be funny, right? Suave, smart, slick, like. And also, it has to do that thing where, in my opinion, because otherwise, if it doesn't have it, then it doesn't have it. Like it wouldn't have that thing. That thing where, as the audience, you're a bit lost. You're like, what the fuck are they talking about?
The suspense.
Yeah, because then they'll be referring to certain things that has happened, and unless you watch like the first few ones, maybe, or you have insight into it, you wouldn't know. So you've got to do that. It's going to be very tough. See, I didn't like the Ocean's 8. Don't judge me.
I enjoyed Ocean's 8.
I don't like when they do the men had their thing, let the women have them. I don't like it. We could be more original than that, you know. Terry Benedict. He was the owner of the casino that they robbed in Ocean's 11.
Amber.
Yeah, it was terrible. It was terrible to test. The fox, the night fox, the one in Vincent, what's his name? Francois Tolot, the master French thief, the one that was dancing, that was doing all sorts of, everything.
Green.
Yeah, green.
I like that.
Red flag. He was so arrogant. Terrible guy. Okay. I'm not sure if you remember these people, but Lamarck.
No.
Moving on. We did Terry Benedict already. We did, didn't we? Yeah. Willie Bank. That was the guy who double-crossed Ruben, who they were stealing the diamond thingy from.
Amber.
Yeah. I guess he's the villain in it, so the villains get a red flag from me or a red light. But yeah, there's a few more characters obviously that I would like to highlight. Obviously, Tess Ocean herself is a green light. Isabel Lahari, if they didn't, actually I liked her quite a bit. She's Rusty's ex.
Okay.
It was, what's the name of that gorgeous actress? Catherine Zeta-Jones. That was the actress. Matsui. That was like the fixer in Europe. He's alright as well. Shout out to Abigail Sponder. That was the cougar. Roman Nigel. That was Eddie Izzard. And yeah, I think that's pretty much the notable peoples. Should they do a new one? I guess they could. Do you think they should do a new one with like the same people?
I don't know. I think,
or like they could mix the men and the women this time. That would be quite interesting. Yeah, I'd like to watch that actually. Mixing it. Obviously, skip a few people, but it'll be nice to see the dynamic of the men and the women, and you like see them bicker as well. Because I feel like Don Cheadle's character and then Rihanna's character, they'll bicker all the time because he's quite old school and like likes to like do more physical stuff. But then, I think her name was 8-Ball in it.
Something like that.
Yeah, like Rihanna's character and the sweaty guy, they could do like little techie stuff, right? That'd be quite interesting to see. Or like Rusty and Danny and Tess and the main other actresses, the other two. I forget their name. It's gone. Like I said, it wasn't.
Oh,
like,
wow. Okay.
Helena Bonham Carter. She was in that. Yeah. So maybe seeing her and who. Casey Affleck. That would be quite. Ooh, that would be quite nice to see. Actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, do it. Yeah.
Commissioned by Uchenna.
Yes, supported by me. Thank you very much. I don't have money. I have enthusiasm to see this. I think it would be quite good. And then maybe they could do the whole cheesy hand it off to like the new gen type shit. Who would I like to see that? Who would make a good thief as an actor?
What other aspect do you mean?
You know who I think would make a good thief?
Who?
Mr. Holland. I would like to see him.
As a villain?
Not as a villain. They're thieves, isn't it? In Oceans.
I suppose.
Yeah, like you could do a mix of him, Timothée, what's that? Mr. Johnson. What's the one I just said his name just now?
Jon Snow.
No, Johnson. David Johnson. Do you want to see what David Johnson looks like?
Mm-hmm.
Let me show you what David Johnson looks like.
Oh.
No, yes, him. He looks very suave. He has that look. He's got it. Spades. And he does this British accent thing. Oh, I love it.
Is it British?
He's a Brit. He has that thing. Like, it sounds like they've got, like, stuff here when they speak, you know?
Like cotton buds, stuff like that.
Yeah, like in their little cheek when they speak, and it's very posh and it's very, like, it's quite uppity. Yeah, he's good. I can't do it, but he's got that, and it's quite good. But I feel like if he does an American accent, it'll be quite good as well. He's very smooth. Maybe Damson Idris is just. I don't see him as like a suave thief with like a hat and stuff. Who else do I see doing thievy stuff? Who else do you think? Like amongst the new actors and actresses.
New actors.
Let's Google assist us with new actors and actresses.
I'd say Zendaya's in everything these days.
Anya Taylor-Joy. I don't know.
What she look like?
Anya, that's Anya.
Oh, yes, I know her.
Yeah. I don't know. But you know, she could be like a Tess type. Like not a replacement for Tess, but you know. They'd say she looks like Anya Taylor-Joy. I think that would be quite yeah. That would do. Yeah. Oh God, I don't know any of these people.
We'll leave the list as it is.
Anyway, I will be looking forward to watching the one with the old people that I know. So that's it for the episode. Thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed, please don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, and tell us what your thoughts are. Yeah. Bye.
Bye.